Avar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Thanks to Baba and Jai Baba
Understood.
to all of you. Uh, I can see that the numbers are dwindling, and that's fine. That's fine because that was expected. I get quite a few calls saying that, oh, it's just going above our heads and all that. And I said, that's fine. Try to sit on a high stool so that would make it easy for you to grasp if it is going over your head. See, basically, why we feel it's going over our head is we are trying to make meanings out of it. According to me, this is quite abstract. It has nothing to do with how we should conduct our life and all that. It is just, this is my understanding, that Baba is talking about starting with natural light. Natural light meaning the real I or God, correct? Then he talks about natural darkness. He talks about natural darkness as the astitva or the existence of natural light. Then he talks about unnatural darkness, which means mind working. In natural light, it is mind stop. I forgot to say that, which means mind working. And when the mind is working, obviously, you will experience the body, you will experience the universe. That is connoted as unnatural light. Simple, don't go into too deep, just try to memorize these things. Natural light, meaning the real I or mind stop. Natural darkness, meaning the astitva of natural light, or Baba also calls it khuda. He also
Nothingness.
calls it nothingness. He also calls it sound sleep state. From the sound sleep state, you slip into what is known as the false awake state, which means the false I or the working mind. Like right now we are having working mind. That working mind or the false I or egoism or the dream or the awake state as we are right now, Baba calls it unnatural darkness. And from unnatural darkness we experience unnatural light, which is what? Which is the body, which is the universe, which is Maya, which is all that is false. These are the basic principles if
This
you
un
understand.
is the astitva of
Yeah.
unnatural
And then Baba talks that natural light and natural darkness go together, and unnatural darkness and unnatural light go together. Then Baba says that because natural light is, natural darkness is. Because unnatural darkness is, unnatural light is. In short, now this may sound a little complicated. In short, when you are in sound sleep state, then you are khuda. You are in the beyond state of God, where you are, but the consciousness that you are is not there because temporarily the mind has stopped. That means this is the mind stop position. What is that? Unnatural darkness. Now when you slip into from unnatural darkness to sorry,
natural.
natural darkness, my mistake. When you slip from natural darkness to unnatural darkness, that means from the sound sleep state you move to the dream state, and from the dream state you move to the awake state, which is the false awake state. False I, egoism, mind working. And when you get into that state of mind working, you experience the universe, you
Banda.
experience body, you become a banda, you become a slave of your experiences. This is what we have done so far. Any questions on this? I would like all of us to move together. So any questions on this? See, these are all a little tongue twisting words, but don't get frightened with that. Actually the logic is very simple, and if we do sorry if we go further by about 10 pages, you will start liking it and loving it, because immediately you can connect When Baba talks about unnatural darkness, you will immediately talk about mind. Oh, mind. When Baba talks about unnatural light, immediately you will assume it is the body, the experiences, the Maya, the universe, etc. Baba talks about natural light, you will immediately relate it to the real I. When Baba talks about natural darkness, you will immediately relate it to the sound sleep state or nothingness or khuda. Okay, so now we move on to any questions so far. Good, no question. Oh, Aban has a question. Please unmute yourself and ask. Unmute yourself, please.
Uh,
Yeah.
so, Cyrus, on page 5,
Yes.
I don't have the book. I'm following our best Nita's
Yes.
chart.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It was very helpful, and
Absolutely.
I could understand
Yes.
much
Yes.
better.
Yes.
Of course, your explanation is also very
No. No.
good,
No.
no doubt.
Thank you. Go ahead.
But this,
Page
but
five. You're okay.
you know, what you say we may forget, but what we see we will remember. And I don't have the book. That is why
Okay.
I'm now on page 5. You had said, "That thus from nothingness comes out natural darkness." Correct?
See, here Baba says, thus from nothingness, this universe comes out, which means unnatural light. See, I see. Let me. Can somebody put the page number 5 on screen so we will follow the page. Can you put page number 5, 5, 5, 5? Let it be bold. Let it be a little bold so that we can see it completely. Thus, see now it says. Thus, can you read Baba's handwriting? It says,
Yeah, but it is
thus.
not coming in the middle. You know.
Okay, can we remove this
Natural.
angular chart, angular egg shaped chart, yeah, so that it comes in the center?
It comes in the middle. You know.
Yeah,
Because you're on right side, there are
because there's a
your.
panel there. You can always minimize the panel, Aban. Yeah, correct. No, no, this is page 6. We want to go to page 5.
This is page 6. I'm on page 5.
Yeah, please.
Uh,
No, no, it's still page 6. Yeah, correct. See now, if you still have the panel of participants, just minimize that panel. You
thus,
will get
from
it. Now, see,
nothingness,
no, no. Thus, from nothingness, this universe comes out. Universe
uh,
means what? Yeah. Thus, from nothingness,
nothingness
this
comes out
universe
universe.
comes out. Correct. This universe comes out. Then Baba goes on to say that natural darkness, that means from natural darkness,
That is
that is
nothingness.
nothingness, comes out unnatural darkness. Now, this
Yeah.
is a link. We have to understand this link that from the sound sleep state, we enter into the dream state. In other words, from natural darkness, which is a sound sleep state, what comes out is unnatural darkness, which is what we call as the dream state or false egoism.
Dream state.
Yeah, but dream state is not mentioned over here. So unnatural darkness comes out, which is the false I or the egoism or the mind working. That is what comes out. See, when you are in sound sleep state and when you wake up, what do you enter into? You enter into the mind state, isn't it? Mind working state, which means the false I state, which means the egoism state. And the once the mind starts working, what do you see? You see the universe. You associate yourself with the body. That means you see the unnatural light. That means the universe, the body, the Maya, and all the experiences connected with that. Am I clear?
Yeah.
See, again, in a different term, I'm going to explain that when you are in sound sleep state, you are experiencing natural darkness. Correct? Out of natural darkness comes what? Unnatural darkness. That means out of the sound sleep state, when you are waking up, you enter into the dream state, and in the false awake state. That means what comes out is your false I or egoism, or what Baba calls mind working. Now, the moment the mind starts working, what do you the flow? This is like a flow chart. What do you come to? You experience the body, you experience universe, which Baba says is unnatural light. Am I clear now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Am I clear?
Yes, yes. Thank
So
you.
from natural darkness comes unnatural darkness. From unnatural darkness comes out unnatural light. That means from the sound sleep state, you pass through the dream state. And then, of course, Baba has not mentioned the dream state here, but that also falls under the same category.
Natural
Yeah,
darkness.
you pass through the dream state, then you awaken. Is that real awakening? No, it's a false awake state, which means what? Mind working state, which means what? False I state, which means what? Egoism state. And once that comes out, that means unnatural darkness comes out. Next step is you experience your body and the world, the universe, and the Maya. So this is how it is linked from unnatural darkness, from natural darkness to unnatural darkness to unnatural light, from sound sleep state to false awake state or mind working state, and from mind working state to experiencing the body and the universe. I
That's
have
nice.
repeated it so many
Ways.
ways. Is that clear?
Yes, thank you.
Clear, no? Right. So then we can now go to page 6. All right?
Yes, yes.
Please. Let us say page 6. So here Baba says, so, so when the mind is working, all this is. All this means all this body, universe, Maya, etc., etc. is. And when the mind is stopped, all this is nothing. Inverted commas, this is there in the book, but I'm reading that. So, in other words, again, Baba is repetitive very much. When the mind is working, all this is. That means when unnatural darkness converts into unnatural light, that means working mind experiences the body and the universe and the Maya. Again, I repeat, so when the mind is working, right now the mind is working. So all this is, I am talking, you are listening, etc., etc. And when the mind is not working, that means when I get into the sound sleep state, which means when I go into the natural darkness, all this is nothing. There is nothing because natural darkness is nothing. Clear? Now we go forward. So now, Baba says, so now unnatural darkness means mind, and unnatural light means body.
And universe.
Unnatural darkness means mind, which means obviously working mind, not the stopped mind, because stopped mind is in the top. You see, top mind means God. We started with that prayer, mind stopped is God. So, so here Baba says, so now unnatural darkness means mind. I would put it as mind working, and unnatural light means body and the universe. Clear so far? Next, as long as mind is working, there is body and the universe. As long as the mind is working, you get the experience of the body and the universe, which is Maya. Baba calls it Maya. Okay. And once the mind is stopped, there is no body, no universe. Up to here, any issues here? Anybody? You can always put your hand up and say. So very simple. As long as the mind is working, all this is. The moment mind is not working, which means temporarily in a state of latency, not stop, but when we go into sound sleep state, when the mind is not there, all this is also not there. So again, Baba is repeating, as long as the mind is working, there is body and the universe. In other words, what Baba says is there is unnatural light. In other words, there is an experience of the body and the universe. That means unnatural light is connected with unnatural darkness, which means when the mind is working, the body and the universe is there. When the mind is not working, the body and the universe is not there. That means unnatural darkness and unnatural light go hand in hand together. Up to here, any questions? No questions.
Bobby has a question.
Please ask, please keep on asking, because it will benefit all of us, including myself, because that way I'm also, what should I say, revising. Yes, who has a question?
Cyrus, I just
Yes,
sorry,
Bobby,
it's me,
please
it's
go ahead.
Bobby. So I had a question.
Yes,
I can understand this is from for all of us on the call
yes,
whose mind is working,
yes.
but uh, what happens for those whose mind's not working? Um,
In what state?
in this physical state, there are a lot of people who have
No, no, no.
mental.
In a state of sound sleep, the mind is not working. In
So
a
if I'm in a
state
state
of
of, yeah,
madness or any other mental disorders, the mind is actually working fast.
Fast.
That's why we
understand.
that's why we started with
Okay.
the prayer. Perhaps you may have come in a little late. We started with the prayer which Baba had given. Mind stopped is God. Mind working is man. Mind working fast is mad. Mind slowed down is must. Must means those who are intoxicated in their love for God and they have no consciousness of their or partial consciousness of their body and the surrounding. They are called must. They apparently look like mad, but the difference is that mad go mad because roti kapra makan, whatever it is. My wife ran away, so people got mad, or I lost in share market, so people get mad. But musts are those who are mad in their love for God. Their mind is slowed down, but in the normal sense, the mad, the mind works very fast. So I don't know whether I answered your question
You
or not.
have. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
okay, fine.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
fine. So here, page number 6, again we are repeating. So it's a repetition, but it's fine to repeat. So when the mind is working, all Baba has only written the word all this is. All this means what? All this would mean unnatural light, which means the body, the universe, the Maya, and all the experiences connected with the body, the universe, the Maya. That means when the mind is functioning, when the mind is working, all this is. And when the mind is stopped, all this is nothing, because everything stops. When the mind is stopped, when you go into a sound sleep state, you do not experience your body, you do not experience the universe, you do not experience anything, although you exist. So, in other words, you are going into the nothingness of the natural darkness. That means you are taking what should I say, a recourse or some kind of respite into the Khuda state, into the God state, into the nothingness state, which is depicted by Baba as natural darkness. And once that is over, what do? You again come back into the unnatural darkness state. In other words, you come through the dream, because in dream also the mind is working. That means it is also a part of, actually somewhere else Baba talks in three different words, like unconsciousness, then dream state, and awake state, which obviously is false awake state. But here in this book, Baba has clubbed the two states of dream and the awake state and separated it from the nothingness or unconscious state or sound sleep state. Okay, so here Baba says, so now unnatural darkness means mind. Let us understand, it means mind working, mind functioning. And unnatural light means body and the universe. No question about that. But still, if anybody has, please don't feel shy or ashamed or something. Is perfectly okay. We are all students of life, and the more you ask, the more we will get revision. As long as mind is working, Baba is repetitive as I said. As long as mind is working, there is body and the universe. Once the mind is stopped, there is no body and no universe. Thus, now we are partially on the fifth page and partially on the sixth
No,
page.
sixth, the
I'm
sixth
sorry,
and
sixth and seventh. Thus, in the dream and awake state, please change the page. Thus, next page. Page number 7, please. Yeah, thank you. Thus, in the dream and awake state, there is mind, body, universe, etc. Because in dream also the mind is functioning. He's not talking about subconscious. He has clubbed these two states of dream and the awake state, which obviously is the false awake state, the false I, the ego, mind working state. So Baba says, thus, in the dream and awake state, there is mind and there is body. There is mind, sorry, mind, body, universe, etc. Correct. I'm trying to club with what is written and what Baba's handwriting. But in the sound sleep state, no mind, no body, no universe. Again, it's a repetition, so no need to. Thus, mind, body, universe are all nothing. Mind, all false. Baba is using the word all bhas. Bhas means illusion. In other words, the mind, the body, and the universe are, in fact, in truth, in reality, only bhas, which means it is only illusion. Now we go further. Mind stopped is natural light, that we have already done. Mind stopped is natural light. We started with that. Mind stopped is natural light. Actually, we did the other way around. Natural light is equal to mind stopped. So here Baba writes, mind stopped is natural light with natural darkness alongside. That's what I have been saying. That natural light and natural darkness go hand in hand. Unnatural, we will come to that, how, why Baba is saying this. Unnatural darkness and unnatural light go hand in hand. So here Baba says is, mind stopped is natural light, which is which with natural darkness alongside, and mind working, just go a little up on the page. Mind working is unnatural darkness with unnatural light alongside, which means mind working is the false I, is the egoism, with unnatural light, which means the body and the universe and all the experiences of the Maya. It goes hand in hand. When the mind is stopped, you are in a state of nothingness. When the mind is working, you are in a state of illusion, which is the body and the other aspects of universe and other. Any questions here? I,
Sam uncle has a question.
please go ahead.
Cyrus, on page 7,
Yes.
second para, where it says, thus mind, body, universe, all nothing, all false, all bhas.
Bhas,
What is
bhas.
bhas?
Bhas means illusion.
It is written Gujarati.
Yeah, I know that.
Haji,
So it is illusion. Here the
it is illusion.
okay, thank you.
Okay. But you have the book with you, right?
Haji.
हाँ तो नीचे તમે जाओ, if you read down, they have put all illusion and marked as 2. And
Footnote 2.
footnote 2. And in footnote 2, there is a Gujarati word bhas, and then is equal bhas, and then that bhas means illusion.
Sorry. I don't see any footnote here.
Arey, no.
नहीं,
He
not
will not
here.
have it.
1 minute.
I
नहीं,
open a tea.
no, dal. 1 minute. You have got the original English book, right?
Yes.
In that, down below, there is one, there is asterisk 1, where elsewhere Meher, of course I'll read that. Elsewhere Meher Baba characterizes the dream and the awake state as separate, which I already said this. However, He refers to them as belonging to one state as distinct from the other state of sound sleep. Similarly, on page, all that jane do. But did you find this asterisk or not?
Nahi, Baba.
Cyrus,
So
that is on
surprised.
page 61 of the book. We have to go
Is
to
it
page
on page
61 of the book.
Correct.
Not
61
on,
you have to go.
you have to go to
Page
61.
61, the asterisk will be
Oh.
there. At
Thank you, Zia, for
Yeah, you
yeah.
have to
Now
go
must go
to
the original
those pages.
writing. Yeah, correct.
Oh, sorry.
No, sorry, no, on the contrary. I am sorry that I did not clarify this. Sorry. Go to page 61 and keep that page in mind only, because then you'll be able to read Baba's handwriting as well as the transcription.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So now, so far, again, we are very clear up to page number 7. So shall we switch to page number 8 now? Page number 8. Right. Thus, mind stopped is light. By light, capital L, he is meaning natural light. And then he says God and self. So in our chart, now we have to include one more name, and that is God. Right? Thus, mind stopped is light, God, self. Mind working is false I, Banda. Banda we have done slave. That means as long as the mind is working, we are slaves. Slaves of what? Slaves of, as I understand, slaves of our own karma, slaves of our own samskaras, slaves of so many of our cravings and desires. But the moment that same working mind stops, then we are in sound sleep state, then we are in the state of khuda, then we experience nothingness. Okay, now we go a little below. Let us see now. Thus, in every one of you, now here it starts becoming interesting. Thus, in every one of you, there is natural light, that is your real self. That means within us is the real self, which is the same as God. Thus, in every one of you, Baba says, there is natural light and natural darkness, which Baba says is the existence or astitva. Here, the word used is astitva, which is the existence of light, that is the spirit. So now we have to add one more word in natural darkness in the chart for Nita. This is for Nita, that spirit. So now Baba is dividing God, which is the real I, which is the self, which is the natural light. And in the natural darkness, Baba has added one ingredient, and that is the spirit, which is the astitva of natural light. So add one word, spirit. And unnatural darkness, that is mind. And by now we already know that when Baba says that is mind, it means working mind or mind working or false I or egoism, all this. And unnatural light, that is body and the whole universe. So now here what Baba is trying to say is that in each one of us, all these four aspects, natural light, natural darkness, unnatural light is there. In other words, in all of us, there is the real I, which is the self, which is God. There is the there is the natural darkness, which is the spirit. Baba doesn't use the word soul in any, I have not come across the word soul here. He talks about spirit. We'll talk about the difference between soul and spirit when we come to that. I don't think it's here, but at some other fora we may do this, forum we may do it. So Baba talks about within us is God, within us is spirit, within us is mind, and within us is the body and the universe. Up to here, clear, very clear. Now we go to page number 9. See, Baba has added one ingredient here.
Cyrus uncle,
Yes, my dear. Paribolo.
sorry to interrupt, but
There is no
I just
interruption.
wanted
There is
I
nothing.
wanted to know.
Yes.
So in natural light there
Yes.
is God,
Yes.
and Khuda was in natural darkness.
Correct. Correct. When Baba
So
talks
then,
about, yeah, when Baba talks about Khuda, at other places also Baba talks about Ishwar, which is unconscious of his powers, and his powers are there but unconscious. Here Baba is using the word Khuda, and and here Khuda means the nothingness, experiencing of the nothingness, or here Khuda means natural darkness. In other words, we are in the state of Khuda every single day when we enter the sound sleep state. We are actually Khuda in the sound sleep state. But if we are experiencing the state of Khuda in the awake state, you understand? Then that is God realization. That means
oh, okay, yes,
you got it?
understood. Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Soumya is prompting me to talk about the beyond state of God.
is Ishwar, Khuda.
No, no, not Ishwar. The beyond state of God, as state one in God speaks, is where God is. But the consciousness that I am God is not there. It is also known as the Par Brahma state, or in Sufi terminology, it is called Vara ul Vara state or Gaib ul Gaib state. Gaib means secret state, that way. But we let us not mix up God speaks with this, because in my understanding, Baba has, what should I say, modified this work, and then he has given the final product as in God speaks. So this may be like a work in process, because there are certain terminologies which Baba has used here, which Baba has refined it in other literature, including the God speaks. But since we are reading this, let us stick to this. Okay? Pari, is that clear now?
Yes, yes, thank you.
Okay, dear. So now,
Meher Daruwala and Sam Uncle have questions.
yes, please ask. And please understand that there is nothing to be sorry about, and there is no interruption at all. Let us go at our own sweet pace in a manner that every one of us at the end of at the end of the book will be able to understand, yes, I have read in God's hand and now I have understood it. Although understanding has no meaning, Baba says, but yet at the same time, okay, go ahead, Sam.
Cyrus, my question is, in this, the word God,
Yes.
what is Baba referring to? The avatar or that
No,
beyond
not
state?
the avatar, not the avatar.
Ah,
God as in the self. God as, you know, the formless, attributeless, nirgun nirakar aspect of God. Because
acha.
avatar is the God man. You see, he is Sagun Sakar. You getting me?
So, in other words,
Yes.
he is someone between the God man and the Paratpar Par Brahma,
Who?
God.
the God, the
Yes, you
God
can
that
say it.
is
Yes, you can say it.
referred here
See,
by Baba,
yes,
the
yes,
word God,
yes.
that is between the two.
Absolutely. This is
Okay.
what I also understand. We call it God in the beyond state, which is state two of God. Now, in state two of God, also there are A, B, and C, but
अब
let us not get into
वो
that.
सब छोड़ो, हाँ, जाने दो.
I know.
That's in God
So
speaks.
that's in God speaks. So otherwise, it might confuse people who are not attending God speaks. I'm sure people who attend God speaks would be able to understand this much better.
Okay.
But okay. But thanks, Sam, for drawing this
Thank you.
attention. So now we are on page 9.
Somebody else.
Cyrus, Meher Daruwala has a question.
Yeah, please.
Cyrus uncle,
Bolo ji.
yeah, sorry to interrupt.
No,
I
sorry.
wanted to know, what does this mean, natural light, and your real self, natural darkness?
See, the point is, it may have no meaning, because these are just abstracts, or these are just words which Baba wants us to cling to without giving much meaning. Baba says natural light is equal to real I, is equal to God, is equal to all that, self.
Okay.
So now if you say what it means, it just means that. Then Baba
Okay.
says natural darkness is equal to astitva, or essence or existence of, not essence, existence of natural light. So we are simply following that, Mayor. I know it may be very difficult for us. What does it mean? You can say it means nothing. We are just trying to follow what Baba is leading us to. At the end, see, this entire book can be completed in one session, in 1 hour. Like we can do that, like finally, what Baba is leading us to is what is mentioned in this page 8, that within us is everything. Within us is natural light, which is
Okay.
God, which is real I, right? Then within us is natural darkness, which is
Okay.
Khuda, which is sound sleep state, which is the real nothingness, which is the astitva of natural light. Within us is unnatural darkness, which is nothing but mind working, the false I, the egoism, and within us is unnatural light, which is nothing but the experience of body and the universe. So let us, I know it is very difficult. Just take it as a concept, and then we move on. Because why Baba has done it in this? Because in infinite intelligence, Baba has explained it totally different. Although this, more or less, this in God's hand also finds a place in infinite intelligence, but not exactly as it is, but more or less like this. And in God Speaks, Baba explains it totally different. So we do not know why Baba chose these ways of explanation.
So God is natural.
You
That's natural.
you explain. Try to explain.
Uh,
Soumya wants to
this
attempt
is
at
my understanding
explaining.
because you asked Mayor
Yeah.
why natural. It is very God is the only natural aspect of all this in the universe. Maybe that is why Baba must have used the word natural. And he is light. He's effulgence. He's that real eye. So natural light. Then comes unnatural. The unnatural, because anything that is
Natural.
no, that is natural part of it. Natural
Okay.
darkness,
Okay. Okay.
and unnatural is because anything that is out of God is unnatural. So that is why the concept of unnatural. Because you asked why
But
natural.
actually, nothing is out of
I am,
God.
nothing is out of God.
Nothing is out of God. So
Everything.
let
That
us
page
see.
8 is
See,
very
the
very.
more we try to explain in different terminologies,
Huh.
the more confusion there will be. So that is why I'm sticking to what Baba is saying. Otherwise it could confuse us more. Like for example, Soumya
No, but
said,
I am saying that
outside God. There's nothing
outside
outside.
means we are experiences outside of God. I am not experiencing myself as God. That is why it is an unnatural state. That is what I'm coming to.
Fine. So now we are on page 9. Up to 8, we have understood, right? Okay,
Now
page
the
9. Now, the natural light through the natural darkness experiences, sees unnatural darkness. So now this is very, very, see how Baba is linking one to the other. We have seen natural light as self, as the real I, and now Baba has added the word God. So now, how God or the real I is through the natural darkness, which means through the spirit. God, through the spirit, is now seeing the mind, unnatural darkness. So now let us read this. Now the natural light through the natural darkness experiences, which means sees unnatural darkness.
light, unnatural light.
No, 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 no. Unnatural darkness.
Yeah, unnatural light.
No, no, no. Sees. ये ऊपर डाली.
Through unnatural.
No, 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 no. 1 minute. Sorry. Let there be no confusion. Now, the natural light through the natural darkness experiences or sees, that is sees unnatural darkness through the sorry. Now here, okay. Unnatural darkness through the unnatural darkness experiences unnatural light. So let us again, let's be very clear. Natural light, no. Natural light through the natural darkness experiences, एक minute, huh? Experiences or sees unnatural darkness. In other words, let us understand. In other words, the self is okay. I'm sorry. Let us read the whole thing first, then I'll try to explain. Now, the natural light through the natural darkness experiences or sees, that is, sees unnatural darkness. Through the unnatural darkness experiences or sees unnatural light. Now Baba is explaining. That means the self, which is the real I, which is God, through the spirit experiences mind, and through the mind experiences the body and the universe. Any misunderstanding here? No. That means the self through the spirit is experiencing the mind, and through the mind experiences the body and the universe. Here what Baba is linking, that it is God who is experiencing the mind through the go between, that is called the spirit, and through the mind God is experiencing the body and the universe. Thus, self, which is the real I, which is God, experiences as long as there is mind and body, and does not experience when there is no mind and body. Shall I repeat the whole thing? In other words, my understanding is that self, which is the real I. Now, what is happening? The real I is playing the role of the false I and thinking that it is the real I. Let us understand. That means the self is experiencing the mind. The self is experiencing the mind through what? Through spirit. Now I am going one step. I am taking one leap aage so that you are able to understand. The spirit and the mind are, in my understanding, two sides of the same coin. When the spirit is not experiencing, it is seeing the self. When the same spirit, becomes the mind, it experiences the body and the universe. So spirit is the go between, the link between the mind and the self. So here Baba says, this is not, we have not yet come to that page, but I'm just, so that it becomes easy for us to understand that the self through the spirit is experiencing the mind, and through the mind is experiencing the body and the universe. So in other words, as long as the mind is there, the spirit experiences. When the mind is not there, the spirit does not experience. Any questions here? May I repeat again? Let us read the whole page again.
Sam
I know.
uncle has a question.
Sorry?
Sam uncle has a
Yes,
question.
Sam. Yes, Sam.
Hey, Cyrus, is there a difference between what was it, soul and self?
Baba is not using the word soul at all here.
So then, what is self?
Self is the real I. The self is the real I. The self is God. That is the real light. Baba calls it the real I.
It has got nothing to do with the soul.
To it, soul, the real I or self, or of course there are many things, but we have not come to that. So I don't want to. Up to here, up to now, we have come to this: real I, self, God, mind stop. That is the meaning of natural light. Now, natural light through the means of natural darkness, which means through the help of the spirit, because just now we did this particular word, that natural darkness is equal to, apart from the other things like nothingness, like Huda, like unconsciousness. Apart from that, we have added one more ingredient Baba has added, that is called spirit. And so here Baba says that the self through the spirit experiences the mind. The mind means unnatural darkness, and through the mind experiences the body and the universe. Am I making myself clear? I'll
Haji,
repeat.
Haji, thank you.
I know. I'll repeat it again. In other words, in other words, I'll say it in two words. In other words, natural light through natural darkness experiences unnatural darkness, and through unnatural darkness experiences unnatural light. That is one way. The other way of looking at it, the self through the spirit experiences the mind, and through the mind experiences the body and the universe. Is that clear now? Still, if there are any doubts, please ask.
Cyrus, Anaita and Archana have questions.
Please ask. Please ask. See, I think Baba has woven this so beautifully, actually, that how he is bringing one step closer and closer to our understanding. I- In another 2-3 pages, you will understand more and more. Okay, but go ahead, Archana and okay, okay.
Anaita.
Anybody, go ahead.
Doubt is cleared. Thank you. My doubt just got cleared.
Oh, lovely,
Are Jai Baba.
lovely, lovely.
Okay, Cyrus, I had a little question.
Yes, please.
Isn't if we say self is the real I, which is God, so
Yes.
isn't, and if you decipher that as Param Atma, so isn't there a connection with Atma, soul, as Sam asked?
See, actually, it will come later, but you have jumped the gun. Paramatma or Paramatma also
And
comes under natural light, but later on
yeah,
we'll see. What I've done is we'll start adding one word as we come to it, so that makes
okay,
it more juicy and interesting rather than giving you the whole chart at one stroke. You see, but what you are saying is correct. And in God Speaks, Baba talks that the Atma in reality is Paramatma. That means in reality there is nothing but Paramatma. Atma is a bhas. Atma is an illusion
illusion.
because of the existence of the bubble of the mind, because of the existence of the unnatural darkness. So we'll come to that
Okay,
gradually. We'll build up. It's very interesting. We'll build it up. Okay. But
all right.
now is this clear to all? Or if there is
Thank
any
you.
doubt, again I'll repeat this. Now I'm reading this. Now the natural light through the natural darkness experiences unnatural darkness, and through the unnatural darkness experiences unnatural light. That is, Baba is explaining the self through the spirit. What is self? Natural light. What is spirit? Unnatural, natural darkness. Thank you. Natural darkness. Experience is what? Mind. What is mind? Unnatural darkness. And through the mind, which means through unnatural darkness, experiences the body and the universe, which means unnatural light. The I will again repeat for people to really sink in. It should actually sink in. I remember Baba telling somebody, I don't know whether it was Robert Dreyfus or somebody, who said you must read God Speaks so many times that it should sing. Baba didn't use the word sing. It should sing into every cell of your body,
SING sing.
into every cell of your body. So I'm using the word SINK, sink. Let this sink into you, and once it sinks into you, there may be a slip of the tongue, which I do, which I experience many times, and there's Soumya to correct me there. But then it should sink into you that the natural light through the natural darkness experiences the unnatural darkness, and through the unnatural darkness experiences the unnatural light. In other words, the self or the real I or God experiences through the spirit, what experiences through the spirit, the mind, and through the mind, it experiences the body and the universe. That means, in other words, Baba is using नीचे जरा ऊपर जाएंगे. That means thus self experiences. That means self. That means the natural light experiences as long as there is mind and body, and does not experience when there is no mind and body, no body. That means the self, which is the real I, which is the God, will have the experience only through the mind. When there is no mind, there is no experience of the body.
Universe.
Am I clear about this?
I
Very
think,
clear?
Cyrus, I think Kadambari had a question.
Please keep on asking.
Yes,
Never mind if we do just 2 pages at a time.
Jai Baba, Cyrus and Soumya.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, I don't have a question. I just wanted to clear what I've understood till now is right or not.
Please say.
Basically, what I want to say is natural light is, in short, is Baba, which is God, which is self, which is I.
Okay, if you want to understand it.
Because if we use other nomenclatures.
No, I got it. I got it. This is what I wanted to clear.
Okay.
ठीक है. And
ठीक
वो
है.
natural darkness तो वो अगर बाबा से ही nothingness आया तो natural darkness हो गया. Unnatural darkness हो गया we people, myself. उससे निकला body universe.
We people नहीं.
Which is unnatural light.
One minute. Unnatural darkness means mind working. False,
which is us. ठीक है.
I, etc. And through that mind working, we experience the body.
Exactly. So mind working तो हम हो गए ना. We are mind working.
कादम्बरी.
In simple desi language.
बाबा ने spirit खुद.
नहीं. Natural darkness. Sorry. Correct.
तो जो हम हो जाते हैं वो हो जाती है spirit, और जो बाबा है वो हो जाते हैं self.
No. Again, come again, please. I am not very clear.
No, what I'm saying, natural light, you can take it as real I, self, God, mind stop, or Baba. One and the same.
See, 1 minute. Sorry, 1 minute. Spirit comes under the square
unnatural darkness.
Or the anda or the square of natural darkness.
Exactly.
Now when the spirit...
Nothingness में से spirit निकलेगी.
Correct.
Correct.
और spirit और mind...
और जब spirit है, तो body mind universe automatically आ जाएगा. जो unnatural darkness light है, so it is connected.
If the spirit is not experiencing, it is seeing the self. If the spirit becomes the mind, then it sees the body and the universe.
Exactly.
बराबर. Like something like two sides of the same coin.
Exactly. ये है तो वो है तो ये है. Simple as that.
Right.
Spirit.
Thank you.
उधर देखा तो God, इधर
पूरा
देखा तो
spirit
body.
उधर भी देखेगा,
इधर भी देखेगा. Okay. Thank you. एकदम. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
समझ
जय
गई?
बाबा. एकदम सौम्या. जय बाबा.
Easy. Anybody else wants to ask or contribute? Fine. So then we go on to page number 10. See how fast we are going. Okay, the first word is on page number. Thus self is on page number 9, but that's okay. Thus self is aloof from everything and yet in everything. Like when we do Baba's prayers, you are this, and beyond everything. So in other words, it is in everything. Self is in everything. God is in everything. Real I is in everything, and yet aloof from everything. Then Baba goes on to say, the same light. And when Baba is using this light word, let us understand that it is what Baba is meaning is the natural light. The same light is in natural darkness, unnatural darkness, and unnatural light. Same. That means the same self is in spirit, is in mind, as in body and universe. Very clear. I don't see any difficulty here. That means the same self is in natural light, in natural darkness, in unnatural darkness, and in unnatural light, which means the same self is in the spirit, is in the mind, and the body and the universe. Clear? Up to here, absolutely clear. Now let us move forward. Then Baba says, that is, God is in self. God is in self, which is aloof from everything. That means he is in and he is also aloof from everything. That means aloof from the three worlds. Tribhuvan se. Tribhuvan, Baba uses the word Tribhuvan se nyara. Tribhuvan means the three worlds or the three spheres. Which three worlds? The gross, the subtle, and the mental. In other words, the God is in self. That means he is aloof from everything. That means he is aloof from the Tribhuvan. Correct? Then Baba says that the same God is in the spirit. Spirit is what Baba uses the word. Ek minute. Sakal. Sakala charachar. In our arti also we read sakala, which means spread everywhere, which means infinite. The spirit or the natural darkness or khuda or the real nothing is spread everywhere. Sakala. Sakala means everywhere, at all places, infinite. That means God is in the spirit, which is everywhere, being natural darkness. Natural darkness is the astitva of natural light. We have, so, okay. Where is the word Chetna? Is it there? Okay. No, no, in this, where is it? No, don't get into that. No. Let us stick to this. That means, or nothingness, that is all pervading, meaning everywhere. Sakala means all pervading, everywhere. Then God is in the mind, third mind, which is limited in every body. Mind is limited in every body. And fourth, in body, which is more limited in the home of Dasratha, which means Dashrath Gar. Now, when we do 11th page, I think we must do, even though time may be short, we will do 11th page. Then it will be very clear, crystal clear, and then you can do your homework. So here what Baba is trying to say is that God is aloof from all the three worlds. God is in the spirit, which is spread everywhere, Sakala. God is in the mind, which is limited. And God is in the body, which is still more limited. Up to here, no problem, no issues. Any questions up to here on page 10? Now we turn to page 11. We will stop at 11. So now Baba is explaining the Doha of.
Sorry, somebody had a question. I can't see. Someone raised their hand.
Anita raised her hand.
Please go ahead.
No, I just could not read the third one. It is very lightly written over here, ghat mein, but then I just referred below to the footnote. It's explained very well in the footnotes as well.
Yes.
Thank you.
Right. So that will be explained in the next page also. So let us. Okay, shall I explain the footnote in that case? I don't mind. See, now in the footnote, Tribhuvan se nyara. Tribhuvan se nyara means it's a Hindi phrase, comes from the quatrain of Kabira that appears in the next page. So that's why I said let us do the next page also along with that. Then Baba says Sakala. Sakala means total or entire. This word is likewise drawn from Kabira's quatrain. Below the word is limited. That is what Anita was pointing at. There's a word which means here below the word is limited. There appears in a light pencil in an unknown handwriting the Gujarati expression Gat mein. Gat mein means in every individual heart or mind or body. These words appear to refer to the phase in every body which follows on the next page. And the fourth point is Dashrath Ghar. Dashrath Ghar is this again is from Kabir's quatrain, which Dashrath Ghar, one who is the Dashrath, who was the king of Ayodhya, was the father of Ram the Avatar. This signifies the more limited aspect of God in the form of man. That means God in the form of man is very limited. The God in the form of mind is less limited. God in the form of spirit is little wider, and God in the self is still wider, and God is beyond all these also. That is what Baba is trying to connote. Now let us do page number 11. So that
Sam uncle has a question, please.
yes, Sam.
Cyrus, Cyrus, what does the word quatrain mean? Quatrain of
Like
Kabir.
Kabira
Ah,
always used to
I
write
guess as much.
like.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Thank you.
So now on page number 11, can somebody put page number 11?
Cyrus?
Vertical, not
Yeah,
horizontal.
it's gone. It suddenly changed this orientation and I'm trying to
Okay,
change it
doesn't matter.
back.
Doesn't matter. Don't worry. Because most of us have the book. So nothing to worry. Page number 11 reads like this. So Kabir says, Ek Ram Dasrath Ghar Dole. That means body. Ek Ram Ghat Ghat Mein Dole. Bole. Sorry. Ghat Ghat Mein Bole. That means the mind. Ek Ram ka sakala pasara. That means the spirit is everywhere, all pervading. And Ek Ram Tribhuvana se Nyara, which means the self. So that is the quatrain of Kabira. And then Baba goes on to say, now, natural darkness sees natural light every second, and unnatural darkness sees unnatural light every second. I have already explained that they go in a group, hand in hand. Natural light, natural darkness, unnatural light, unnatural darkness. And then Baba goes on to say that is the spirit sees the self, and the mind sees the spirit and the body.
And universe.
The body and the universe. And the mind sees the body and the universe. Any questions on this? Basically, let trying to make it little easier to understand. Natural darkness is spirit. So when the natural darkness is spirit, which is looking upward, there is no upward or downward, but this is just an understanding. When the spirit is looking upward, it is seeing the self. Now, the other side of spirit, we have said, is mind. And when the mind is looking downward, it is seeing the body and the universe. That is basically the natural darkness sees natural light all the time or every second. And in the same way, unnatural darkness, which is the mind, sees unnatural light, which is the body and the universe, every second, all the time. Any any doubts on this?
Can you please read the Doha slowly?
Can you speak a little loudly?
Can you read Kabir's Doha slowly? Which is
एक
very
राम
important.
दशरथ घर डोले, एक राम घट घट में बोले, एक राम का सकल पसारा, एक राम त्रिभुवन से न्यारा.
Tripur. This particular
Thank
Doha,
you. Thank you.
if I'm not mistaken, is also framed and kept at the Mehrabad Manli Hall.
Yes.
So
Yes.
he explains Baba that same Ram, that same God is in the self, is in the spirit, is in the mind, and is in the body, and is also beyond all this, right? From the most limited to less limited to still less limited to still less limited, and then above all these limitations. Any questions to ask? So now we are already exceeded 5 minutes, but that's fine. I would request those who have the book to please revise up to page 11 and bring questions if they have any next Tuesday. For those who do not have the book and do not wish to buy the book, and perfectly okay, can always look up in the net. I think Ram Nori and Amerchand Nori had given the sites where it can be looked, or you can request our Rakesh to send you the PDF format of the entire book, so you can keep it on your computer or your phone, and then you can revise it and study it. All right. So it's better to have something in front of you so that you can really relate to it. If you don't have anything concrete, it is difficult to understand. I can understand. Okay, then we call it a day.
Cyrus ji, one question.
Yes, please.
So what's written on number 10 in English, points 1, 2, 3, is translated here in Hindi on page 11.
On page 11.
Yes, correct. Correct.
Yes. You got it.
One is beyond, in the spirit, in the mind, in the body. More and more limited. Beyond is unlimited. In the spirit, it is in a sense unlimited, because spirit is unlimited. It is pasara, it is everywhere, all pervading. Then more limited, which is the mind. Then still more limited, which is the body. So that's how it is, and that's what Kabir is saying, trying to impress upon each one of us that the same God is in each one of us, not separate, not away. Okay. Anybody wants? Sorry?
It's strange. Sometimes the English becomes a bit more difficult and Hindi becomes a bit more easier to understand in this way right now,
In this case, yes.
Yeah.
Cyrus, just one request. This lady who has made the charts, if she can put on the charts again, I can take a printout and save it for later references.
You can meet. Yes, Rita just put the chart.
Nita.
You can have your screenshot done, or you can take a photograph of that.
Yeah.
Or take a screenshot. Or she can even provide it to Rakesh so that he
Cyrus,
can
you have
circulate.
to.
This is not a complete chart.
Cyrus, I was waiting for you to.
Chart.
Yeah,
This is an
I wanted you to
evolving
clear.
chart.
I wanted to.
This is an evolving.
So I wanted you to clear it first.
Sorry.
I wanted you to clear it first before sharing it with anyone.
Okay. Do that, please.
Yeah. So when we sit both of us, and it's absolutely.
Sam, what she is saying is that there could be mistakes, so she wants to clear it with me first, and then okaying it. And if that is clear, I can even, Sam, send it to you on the email, so you can have it as a printout.
I'd be grateful. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
So it's like this.
Right. Okay, so then
I will clear it.
Thank you, Tracy. Okay, then I think, she's showing the chart now. Are you showing the chart? No, no?
Do you want? No. Cyrus, no. We'll first clear it that I've got everything correct.
Yeah. Please send it to me. Please send it. Huh? Okay, then we call it a day.
Yes.
Thank you,
And
Baba.
then
Thank you.
And I would like you to revise.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jai Baba. Thank you, Cyrus.